Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast with the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do active magic candle magic readings, I do astrology readings, I do pick a card readings, and that is what I have for you today. This is for singles. What is coming up for me in the next 90 days in love? What do the next 3 months in love hold for me? Again, this is a reading for singles. What's going to happen in your love life for the next 90 days? This is a timeless reading. Whenever you see it, it will be the right time for you. Take a moment to pick your pile. There'll be an insert in a moment. I have 4 piles in a pick a card presentation. Concentrate, see which one calls out to you. That is the reading that you are meant to receive. What's going to happen in your love life for the next 3 months? Welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, and then this is your reading, what is going to happen in your love life for the next 90 days? Remember, this is a timeless reading. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help my channel. I genuinely appreciate it. You chose the pile with the manga deck. For your predictive spread, we're going to be drawing 4 cards from the tarot deck to see what is coming up in your love life, but let's get started with some oracle cards. I will be drawing additional ones. I've got the Lover's Oracle, I've got the Romance Angels. If we need to, we can hit the magical messages from fairies or perhaps angel answers. We'll see what comes up here. So your first oracle card is Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. This is a good sign. Light can penetrate the darkness and love is entering your life. Now, is it the love of a partner? Is it the love of friends? Is it self-love? We're not quite sure yet, but this is an auspicious sign. Something is going to be coming into your life that will add to it, that will brighten it, that will make you feel happier and more positive. I have choose friends wisely. Okay, choose your friends wisely. That's a little bit self-explanatory. Let's see where that one goes. Mermaid's love. So right away, group number 1, this is from the assumption that you're single. Now, if you're waiting for somebody and you're wondering if they're coming into your life, then regardless, this is saying that there is somebody going to be in your life in the next 3 months. Choose your friends wisely. I'm wondering if you're going to get involved with a friend, but let's find out. Oh my goodness. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. My goodness. All right. Well, pile number 1, you're already having some good signs here. Let's get this guy out of the way. And we have follow the golden rule. And of course, the golden rule is do unto others as you would have done to you. Treat people with as much kindness and respect as you would like to receive. By the way, when you approach people with that energy, you almost always receive it in return. So give it a shot, give it a try. It also makes you receptive. You may be meeting somebody, they may seem like a friend at first, but it's clearly not going to be. With that, we have cleanse. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. Hey, this is a reminder to go ahead and ground, to do a little bit of purification, to go ahead and release the energies of the past so that you can have a fresh start. This, by the way, I'm filming it right before the day of a new moon, so this is a particularly auspicious time to be finding out what new things are beginning. I have playing it safe, and I have loyal heart. Hey, group number 1. This looks very much like you already know the person that you're going to get involved with. They appear to be a friend, and it seems to be a deepening connection. You may have been waiting for them for a little while. If that does not describe you, what this is saying is that you are going to meet somebody in the next 90 days. It is a friendship that will develop into more. The playing it safe, you've likely had some heartbreak in the past. Most people, again, past the age of about 16 usually have. And so, you know, that once bitten, twice shy energy, always going to be a little bit prevalent. I think you're taking your time because in the past you might have overcommitted a little bit too quickly. You've been taking the time to heal, to shed your inner darkness, to get rid of trauma from the past, to process it, to release it so that you can have a new beginning. All right, so this is a very auspicious start. Let's grab the tarot deck. And we're going to find out what 4 cards, and I chose the number 4 because 4s are the number of stable relationships. It's stability and contentment. I'm assuming that most of the people who are watching this are hoping that their next connection will turn into a relationship. What is coming up in the next 90 days for love in the love life of pile number 1? What's coming up in the love life of the people for pile number 1? Here we go, here we go. Let's get 4 cards. And we're going to stop on 3. This is 2. And this is 3. All right. See what we've got? Okay, we've got the Tower in reverse. Yeah, you're starting all over again. With the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I have the 6 of Wands in reverse. And I have the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. So the 6 of Wands is one of those cards. It's about somebody new coming in, by the way, and there seems to have been a delay on it. It looks like you had to start over again after. I'm not getting like a terrible loss here. If it was, it's in the past. If you've had a chance to heal it, you've released the energy with this cleanse energy. You commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things and the golden rule. Remember, your like energy attracts like energy. Try to be hopeful and positive and caring. It does appear that this is a friendship that is going to turn into a romance. And you're starting all over again. There is nothing that you particularly need to do. This is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's not going to require any effort on your part. You've been waiting for a while with that 6 of Wands energy in reverse. In the upright, this is a card of arrival and of travel and of progress and of triumph. In reverse, it is one of the cards that is usually just delayed versus blocked. So I think you're probably a tiny bit impatient, but you've been trying to return to a state of balance, and you really, I think, like a lot of people in my collective, you may have had to heal from some trauma in the past, potentially some codependency issues. That is never an insult. It never will be. And most of us are kind of set up to believe that we need a partner. Codependency is it's not a character flaw, and it's so common and it's so natural. If you feel like you've been in a codependent energy, do not in any way criticize or berate yourself. Just say, well, you know what? That does give a partner too much power over me. I'm going to live in my strong, independent energy. That was why I marked all of the decks with the 9 of Pentacles, because it's a strong and independent person. And that way, when I have a relationship, I will be only asking it to serve my love needs versus my emotional needs in many other levels. And it's important to maintain good, strong friendships and interests and projects and pursuits. And it looks like you've got everything in a state of balance. Let's find out what your Lover's Oracle card is. This is a heck of a deck to shuffle, and it's going to be a hash to watch, I'm sure. Let's get going. What's a good card for pile number 1, please? Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll grab the first one that tried to fly off. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, this might not fit for everybody, but here's what I think is the deal. I think that there were some things that you had to heal. I think that you had to heal from something in the past that allowed you to start over again. You needed to release some burdens from the past, and you've actually been waiting for somebody to come in. And you may already know who they are. It might be a friend that you have like some feelings about, or a friend has some feelings about you, because we have the Loyal Heart card, and then of course we have the Choose Your Friends Wisely card. And then the 2 of Pentacles is about being in a balanced state. That is, you had to return yourself to a balanced state, potentially after a failed relationship, because one of the meanings of the 7 of Pentacles in reverse is failure. Now, again, that's not a criticism. It's just we all have things not work out. If we kind of examine what went wrong in those relationships so that we can resolve and repair whatever it was, we will not repeat it. And you had a delay around that as you apparently did. Heal, cleanse. We've got this, your darkness is being banished. The playing it safe, something was kept from you. But the mermaid love is, these are 2 often opposite people who attract. This actually could be your balancing energy, your divine pairing. Remember, if you're saying it's not very exciting to fall in love with a friend, if this is a new relationship for you, relationships that start out as friendships and then develop into romances frequently are the very best relationships. And the reason being is that after kind of that passion, can't keep my hands off you, oh my gosh, type of energy starts to fade, you need to have camaraderie and affection and humor and shared interests to have a long-running relationship that contains anything that will be sustaining outside of passion. And passion, usually fades between 6 months and 2 years into a relationship, and so it's very important to have that friendship to fall back on. It gives it a very balanced state. You are in a delay as you returned to a stronger version of yourself, and it does look as if that person is coming into your life in the next 90 days. If you don't know who this is yet, remember it's somebody that you will strike up a friendship with first. So this is not a dating app situation. It could be somebody that you're meeting through a group event if you don't know them yet. But I don't get the sense that this is a new relationship to you with that Six of Wands in reverse. That is a delayed start to something. That is a delayed beginning. And you may be one of those people who felt like they were being held in stasis. There we go. We have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Here's what I think is going on here, group number one. I think that you know that there was a good reason why you were a little held back. And you might have resented it for a while. And remember that resentment is kind of a sign of why it was necessary. Because if you're really, really, really unhappy by yourself, that is a sign that you need something to heal. Because nobody else can ever fill up that space for you. It is wonderful to be in love. It lights us up like absolutely nothing else. But we do overvalue the concept of romantic love, adding to our lives and completing it. Realistically, if life is a pie, then love relationships are supposed to be 1 or 2 slices of a 6-piece pie. The rest of your life, the bulk of your life, is filled out with your own ambitions, your own interests, your own passions, your own pursuits. And you can have shared ones, and particularly with this energy suggesting that your next relationship is with somebody that you have a friendship with. That's somebody you have shared interests with, a similar sense of humor. That's an excellent sign for longevity. We're getting one of the Whispers of Love oracle cards as well. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Oh, this is interesting. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Remember, love is not just a romantic concept. Love is the love of all things, the love of people, the love of life, and in a romantic connotation, it takes a turn into the passionate. But love flows through us. And please remember, you don't ever, when you are reacting to somebody with love, it is your feeling. It is from inside of you. Nobody else ever makes us feel something. You might have a deeper love for some people than for others. That is completely normal and natural, but the feeling is yours. It comes from your heart, from your soul. Nobody else ever brings us love. They wake up the love that is within us. Let's see. Let's go for a flower oracle here as well. This is a good start to the readings. So, group number 3, I'm going to stop after I get one more oracle card, and I'm going to see if I can get any kind of details around what kind of time frame we're looking at. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. All right. Here we go. Sunflower, assertiveness, rise up, stand stronger and true. You had to heal. You had to heal, group number 1. You had to heal, and there was a delay with the Six of Wands energy coming in, but it is safe for you to love now. You have repaired what you need to repair. As this deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. What's our time frame looking like here? You can relax and not worry about it. By the end of the 3 months, you're a solid couple. You might be working things out before then, because there is sort of this energy of taking this from a friendship level to something beyond that. Now, is it a committed relationship right away? I think so. I believe so. It might be a little, like you might follow your own guiding star on that. Meaning, particularly with that Six of Wands energy in reverse, this could be somebody from another area. They may have been blocked from you during COVID, but there's so much emphasis on like finding you and maintaining you and remaining in a balanced state. If you gave, you might have been someone who, like, too much of your life got caught up in a relationship at one point. And when it was gone, you were just, you know, kind of devastated. That Tower in reverse energy. The Tower in the upright is sudden change, and as always, there's a couple falling out of that. Although I have seen towers that don't have them. In reverse, that's that starting over energy. But it often is after having to rebuild yourself. Let's see if I can get another card here. Is there anything else we should know? Is there anything else we should know? Okay. George's Spirit. Okay. Walking away. That's a traveling energy as well. Rest and rejuvenation. And then the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Well, this is a divine pairing, and it does appear that your person has to travel in order to get to you. It looks like you are energetically connected already. The rest and rejuvenation, like you had to overcome something. You kind of know that it's true. Like whatever you felt in the past about being frustrated, being angry, being like, why can't I have a human being? You've settled into this kind of brighter, lighter energy where you're sort of loving life as it is. You've been trying to approach your life with, you know, hey, I set my emotional direction on things. I determine my mood. I determine how I will feel about things. Sure, things can get in my way and I can process, but then I decide which direction I'm taking things in. The playing it safe, you are kept by yourself, but this is a friend. This is somebody you have a connection with already, and apparently they are a balancing energy to you. Because in this particular card, this mermaid comes from the water. Now, can this represent a water sign? Of course it can. And then this guy has wings, so that could be an air sign. It doesn't have to be. And I don't really adhere very much to astrology when I'm doing readings because I'm an intuitive and an empathic reader, and our sun signs don't really tell us all that much. Remember also, even if you have had this energy of needing to be better, in a better balance, remember you are still going to be important. Like your needs, fulfilling them is still going to be important even after you meet this person. In terms of timing, I think this is coming in within the next 30 days. It's just a feeling I get because this final card is a very balanced state. It is having what you're hoping for. As usual with the the 2 of Pentacles in the background, there are two ships that meet in the night type of thing. But because that's a traveling energy as well, but it's in a much better balanced state because you started over. You healed, you worked on what you needed to work on. I think your attitude towards things is very like kind of light and bright again, and it may not have been in the past. Let's grab an Angel Answers card just in case. Is there anything else I need to know here? And I'll grab a Fairy Oracle as well, simply because they often have season cards, which will give me an idea of how long this is going to take. Here we go. Here we go. Can I get a card for group number 1? Is there anything else we need to know about this pairing? Because it's a loyal heart energy and because the choose your friends wisely, I don't think you're just hanging out with friends. I just don't. Now, is it possible that you are? Of course. I don't think so. Within the next few weeks. Well, I'm not going to go for a second timing card on that. I had a feeling it was within the next month or so. Okay, so group number 1. It looks to me like if you have been waiting for somebody, they're coming in the next few weeks. It could be very, very soon indeed. They were likely already known to you. But if by any chance that is not describing you, don't worry, don't despair. All that means is you are going to be meeting somebody they'll seem like a friend at first, but remember that bond deepening, meeting somebody and not being head over heels in love with them right away is not a marker of whether or not there's going to be great passion or longevity in a relationship. Again, the very best relationships, our society convinces us that it's not sexy to fall in love with a friend. It is the sexiest darn thing in the world, because that is somebody that you truly know, that you can truly respect, and you can actually really trust right from jump. And you have all the best passion with people that you can trust the very most. Okay, so group number 1. Your answer is that somebody that you have been waiting for. And if you're like, I don't know one single soul, that person's coming in. It appears to be within the next few weeks. It looks like a strong pairing. It looks like real love to me. And it looks like you're balancing energy. So group number 1, I'm so glad that your loyal heart will soon be joining you. And remember, the choosing your friends wisely card suggests that this person is already known to you as a friend. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below, and I would love a chance to read for you in real life. Take care and be well. Well, we're off to a good start, but welcome back. If you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I genuinely appreciate it. Hey, group number 2, you chose the Sun and Moon Tarot. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is about being single. This is a love reading for singles. If you're already paired up, then this is not your reading. You could already know the person that you're hoping about. Let's see what's going on here, though. What's happening in the next 90 days for pile number 2 in love? We have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Oh, that's actually a very auspicious sign. Creativity, passion, a spark is going to be lit within the next few weeks, apparently. Reconnect. Secrets lurk in captive shadows deep in the woods. It's possible this is somebody that you have known in the past. It comes out with hidden motivations. Hidden motivations are things that are underneath the surface. It's not necessarily sinister. You could have somebody reaching out to you to check to see how you're doing, and they have an interest in you. Let's find out and see. Wake up call. Okay. With listen, interesting. I have patience. Oh, you've been waiting for a little bit. I'm so sorry. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Understand your body. Oh, that's an auspicious sign. In a love reading, this particular card means that you will understand each other's bodies and really click and really resonate at a very deep level, passionately. And then milk and honey. Okay, well, I'm loving this reading so far. I hope that this energy just keeps continuing. Listen, you're being guided towards your person. Your wake-up call is quite simply to make sure that you have your relationships in the proper perspective. Remember, a relationship is only a part of life, and it is important to maintain your friendships, to maintain interests, to maintain passions and pursuits outside of a relationship. That said, boy, does it look like you're going to have a relationship that is going to reconnect you to a very passionate part of yourself. We're drawing cards from we're going to draw 4 cards from the Sun and Moon Tarot, because 4 is the number of stable relationships. I was trying to give you guys a head start. Here we go. We're going to draw some romance angels and lover's oracle and inspirations of love as well. The death card just flipped in my face. We'll see if that comes out again. That could be a Scorpio. Remember, I rarely call out astrological implications because I'm an empathic, intuitive reader. I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, and clairvoyant. Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2 more times. What's coming up for in love in the next 90 days for our singles in pile number 2? 1 and 2. And and we're going to go with 3. And 3 is one of the, like when you're doing love magic, you tie like 3 knots and all kinds of things because it brings 2 energies together and then commits them. Ace of Pentacles in the upright, that is a new and successful beginning. With the 5 of Swords in the upright, there's some conflict around this. 10 of Wands in the upright, and then the Star in the upright. Okay, there's a little bit of conflict around this particular pairing. That must be the hidden motivations. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but between, this is a conflict card that can be that there's, now this is marked with the word defeat. I don't personally see it in that context. The 5 of Swords can be conflict within or without. It can be exchanging heated words. It can be that you're stressed about a situation that has been causing you a great deal of aggravation. But this, by the way, this can be the Aquarius card. So this could be somebody that you know who is an Aquarius. I don't necessarily think that it is. This is the dreams coming true energy. This is a new and successful beginning. But apparently, this is not necessarily there's a conflict. There's a conflict here. I don't think it's going to hold anything back. And it really, because the Milk and Honey card suggests that you're going to have everything. Your patience, I accept that everything happens in divine order. There is a pairing for you. There is a pairing for you. And apparently it's a very passionate one. It's one reconnect, and it's reconnecting you with that part of yourself. I don't know how long you've been single, but I'm getting the sense that it's been a minute since you've had a chance to connect with somebody on a physical level, and that understand your body with inspiration, which is a passion card as well. There's a conflict around the relationship, but apparently it's deeply, deeply passionate. With this 10 of Wands in the upright, there may be something that the other person has to resolve before it's possible that they can be in a relationship with you. You may just be getting things started in the next 90 days, but there's a beginning on something. Well, that one just drifted right out. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where your eternal soul, there you will find true bliss. Hey, if nothing else, my goodness, you're getting lucky. I picked up the deck to shuffle and it literally just jumped off the top of the deck. Okay, sexual union, you are getting busy, you're having fun. Apparently it's going to relieve some stress and potentially some frustration too. Let's see what else we've got here. What's coming up for pile number 2? You may have to wait with that patience card for it to develop into the relationship that you're hoping. But if this reconnect energy and wake up call, you're getting some action. I just can't tell from what area. I mean, if it's a person known to you or how you're meeting them. Let's find out. Let's get a Romance Angels card for group number 2, please. Express your love. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This situation involves marriage. Okay, here's what I think. I think that the person that is going to be entering your life is somebody who I don't get the sense that this is a third-party situation at all. I genuinely don't. But it appears that there is some kind of slight blockage, a conflict, to allowing you to have your true union. The hidden motivations, there's something underneath the surface, but apparently, like that, you're going to get started on a true connection. It apparently will light you up in a way that it'll reconnect you to your sexuality, to your passion, to your love of life, to understanding your body and theirs, apparently. So this is very much a passionate encounter. But is it a relationship? Let's see. Let's go for, this is one of the Whispers of Love oracle cards. Let's get one of these, 1 and 2. It's getting away from me. Hey! It's like it suddenly turned into a basketball or something. I just couldn't hold on to it. There we go. All right. Let's go 2 more times. These are giant cards. It's another deck that I can rarely bring out in front of clients because they'll just be fumbling all over the place. All right, I have choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. Interesting to me. So we were asking about what was happening in your love life, and you're definitely getting some kind of action. Like if it's been a while since you've been with somebody, apparently like you're not only is that going to happen, not only are you going to have a sexual union, apparently it is going to just light you up from inside. But I can't tell if it's turning into a relationship yet. There we go. Autumn. Oddly enough, this is a timeless reading. But in terms of marking the time on this, it will be the autumn in the next few weeks. So within the next 90 days, and it appears to me to be rather imminent. There is a conflict though, and I know I keep saying that. I'm having a little trouble figuring out what it could be. Here we go. What's going on? I'm going to pull a tarot card to clarify what the conflict is in a moment. Is there anything else that we need to know here? This is the Angel Answers deck. Can you shed any light? Why is there this hidden motivation? Why is there this hidden motivation? I'm not getting any liars cards. I'm not getting a third party situation. But something underneath the surface causes some conflict. Choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. I'll leave that one out for a moment. A solution has to be reached before this can be a true relationship. But it apparently, like, you're going to launch on having an actual pairing. Like you're going to have a passionate encounter with somebody. Is it somebody new or is it somebody old? Well, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning. Now, that is, Pentacles, of course, are Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. It doesn't have to be, though. Ten of Pentacles is what just fell out. That's another Earth sign energy. I know I said at the very beginning of this that there isn't necessarily, it could be a monetary problem. Like the person could be looking for a job, they could be trying to resolve a prior relationship and figure out settlements. Let's get going. Can you tell me anything about the Hidden Motivations card, please? Can I get a clarification on the Hidden Motivations card, please? And one. All right. Yeah. Princess of Wands. It's going to make somebody angry. Okay. Choose a new direction. All right, this is not a third-party situation as near as I can tell. But apparently there is somebody, and it does appear to be a woman, it does, with the Princess of Wands in reverse, who will be frustrated and angry around this. It causes a slight conflict. I get no sense that this is an active entanglement, but it may be something from the past. Money could be at the root of the conflict with that Ten of Pentacles energy. Does it turn into a full-blown relationship? Choose love. That would suggest that it does. Reconnect. The reconnect energy is making me think that you might know them already. And then secret lurks in the captive shadow deep in the woods. There's something in the background here. This is somebody who, like, sparks are gonna fly. With this inspiration, the sexual union, but there is something that blocks this. And I don't have any, like, there's no suggestion that they're married or they have a person but there's an ongoing battle in their life that they have yet to resolve entirely. I'm gonna check this. Patience. Listen. You should have spiritual guidance available on this. You get something started in the next 90 days with somebody. They have something going on in the background of their life that is a conflict that is yet to be resolved. It will put a strain on the relationship, but this is the dreams coming true card. I do not get the sense that this person is involved in a relationship as in they have a commitment to another person. But there is something that causes a block or a conflict in that person's life or in your life. And I think it's in their life. Here's the thing, I think you're both really super busy as well. The Milk and Honey card with the 10 of Pentacles also suggests that like there's a lot of work going into security, and patience means that this guy's going to be, you know, this is going to be something, and guy, I'm not trying to indicate gender. This particular pairing has other things going on in the background. Like you may both be trying to establish your careers or be in school. I have absolutely no suggestion that this is anything other. There's so much heat for this. Inspiration, sexual union, and understand your body. Listen, oh my goodness. This is a deeply passionate connection, but I'm not sure it forms into a relationship just quite right away. There is something that needs to be resolved. It may be that you need to silence, listen more, and quiet be. Listen. This is a card of being psychically connected to somebody. By the way, like half the time when people are talking about romantic relationships and we talk about how you're already with your best pairing in energetic space, believe that, and that person will materialize in your life. This is not just talking about a psychic connection. Not that there's like, I'm not trying to be reductive around the idea, but there's an awful lot about like getting busy here. You are going to be having some fun. But something, the listen card over and over again, don't press for this to be more than it can be right away. Respect their needs, respect yours. But you've got something going within the next, it looks like within the next few weeks, because you had the autumn card. You had the autumn card. Listen, group number 2. I like this because you have somebody coming into your life, and apparently the sex is going to be just, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. But there is some kind of obstacle in it. If you can be patient, apparently you will have everything. But it's going to require you're going to have to, like, you get a start, and then I almost get the sense that it pauses again with that 5 of Swords energy, the 10 of Wands, and then something starts, but there is a conflict, something that they need to resolve. They're carrying too many burdens at the moment, and you will begin again and have all of your dreams come true with this person. But it does appear, like, make sure you have a full and rich experience planned for yourself in the next 90 days as well. It does appear that physically you will have tremendous companionship and a lot of fun with it, but that there is a little bit of a block on the full relationship beginning. And your very soon energy around that was clearly decide what you want. Remember, like, we really are, everything will happen in the time that it is meant to. It is genuinely true that this energy of patience, I accept that everything happens in divine order. I, honest to goodness, think that your relationship with the divine has been strained by this. That you're starting to feel very cheated. And so they're starting something before because it apparently is a soul level pairing with that star card, that psychically connected and energetic space card. And apparently this person will like rock your socks in a way that somebody hasn't in kind of a while, but they can't begin their full relationship with you yet. And I'm not getting an explanation on that. It's just that they need to resolve something, and you will need to be patient, and it will start out with apparently a tremendous physical connection that will sustain you through that difficulty of conflict and being burdened to bring you towards the true pairing that the milk and honey energy, having everything, living an abundant life. But you need to be patient. And apparently this union comes in early in the 90-day period, but it doesn't form into a full relationship within that period. It's just that you find that you have this incredible physical connection, and it will sustain you during the time that you need to wait and continue to be patient. But there's some reason that they can't be in a committed relationship with you yet. They want to be, because we have the Star card with that dream coming true energy. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is that life partner energy. But they've got responsibilities to resolve first. But look for that energy. This will be a pretty profound connection, but it doesn't flourish into a full relationship within that 90-day period. It's after that. Now, the Patience card does suggest that that's where it's going, but there's something in that person's life. It's not you. There's something in that person's life that they need to see completion on first, and you'll have to be patient. But apparently there's enough heat between you that you will start something before you're able to work into a committed relationship yet, but you're headed there. Remember, your best relationship is truly with yourself. And if that is what's in divine order and in your highest alignment, please lean into it. I don't even think I need to be talking to you about this, because I think once you connect with all of the passion and heat cards that we were getting, apparently you're just gonna, like I said, it's gonna rock your world. But it's not going to be a relationship until such time as there is a resolution in some area. And it looks like, I think it's in their life. It might be in yours, but I don't think so. I don't think so. You begin something, they have to resolve something, and then you can be together. But before that happens, before there is the true committed relationship, apparently you all start hooking up, and it is a blast. All right, group number 2, that was a lot of fun to deliver as a reading. I'm hoping that all of them will continue to go in this particular direction. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below, and I would love a chance to read for you in real life. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. It's been an interesting one so far. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to hit that likes button and hit the subscription button. It really, really does help my channel, and I genuinely appreciate it. So we have for you, we're going to pull 4 cards from the Crystal Tarot deck you chose. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It is the card of independence and of being single. That's what I marked all of the oracle card piles with. I have the Romance Angels. I've got the Lovers Oracle. I have a whole bunch of relationship decks here, but we're going to get started with this pile of oracle cards. This is wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Let's find out where this is going. You might be older and wiser and know better. Strengthen your gifts. Let's find out where that's going too. Protective nest. Oh, I wonder if you're, okay, we're going to find out soon. You've learned how to protect yourself through hard-learned lessons. Strengthen your gifts. You may have been healing from something in the past. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. You might be being told not to stress this part. Appreciate your talents. You have strength in your gifts and appreciate your talents. You might be being told that there's something you need to focus on in your professional life. Adventure. Live wild and free. Do we have any indications of pairing? Thank God. The loving man. And then we have time to go from the wisdom oracle. Time to go, and then the loving man. Listen, that is an indication that there is a human being headed your way. Now, if you identify as a man, what does that mean? It means that your energy of love will be increasing. The time to go is apparently like you have progress to be made in your professional life. And that is going to be a little bit of the energy that you're facing. Time to go, appreciate your talents, strengthen your gifts. There is something that you have been learning about or practicing or putting some effort in on. You have progress to be made that appears to be professional. That appears to be the main focus of the next 90 days or so, but apparently you're not alone. This adventure, live wild and free, you're moving forward. You're apparently like, you've gotten to the point where you're like, when? Because this protective nest energy, it's almost as if nothing has been able to get to you, like the universe wrapped you in a cocoon or something. But you're asking about this energy of love, this steadfast, nurturing, caretaking type of energy. And there may be somebody that you're already interested in. And I'm going to draw some tarot cards to see if anything's happening with it yet, or if that protective nest energy is like, hey, I know it's been a while already, but it's going to take the time that it takes, and you have other things to do. You have other things to do, but I'm not sure yet. With that loving man energy, it seems like they're present as well. The idea of love is already present, but mostly this is about putting in work on your path. Here we go. And it seems to be your professional path. Here we go. Can I get 4 cards from the Crystal Tarot? 4 I chose for the number of stability in relationships, also because the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is one of my cards for Twin Flames. It also is about marriages and celebrations, and again, that stability. 2 more times, 1 and 2. Let's find out what we have. All right, group number 3. Oh, somebody stayed behind. They're going to stay there. All right, I have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, that is a frustrated energy. With the Page of Cups in the upright, that's auspicious. The 5 of Swords in reverse, that also is nice because that's about peace and tranquility, the resolution of a conflict. And then that comes out with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to take 1 more. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in the upright. And I'm glad I did that. You're being returned to a balanced state after needing to process and release potentially some anger, some frustration. That's that 9 of Pentacles energy in the upright. But you have something new beginning. I'm not sure that it, with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, is it a committed relationship yet? It'll become one. It will become one. But no, you're still going to be asked to focus on your path. You have things to do. You really are concerned. At this point with this worry, like you're concerned, am I just the protective nest energy with worry? I think you're worried that like you're not gonna have a human, that you're not going to have a human again. You are, and again, this is not specific to gender. When your life is in balance, you will have your true pairing. You're being asked to strengthen your gifts, appreciate your talents, and you have, like, your progress is on your professional front in, like, the more practical areas. The things that you have learned are going to be causing all kinds of increase. That said, you're not bereft of, like, companionship, because this is the start of something new and fulfilling. Apparently, it may be surprising. There is the end of a conflict within. It's not quite time for it to be a committed relationship with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, but it will get there with the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. It's just you're still fleshing out certain areas of your life. Let's go ahead and let's get an Angel Answers card first. And then I'll get a Lover's Oracle. Can I get, is there anything I need to know about, is there something other that they're supposed to be concentrating on? What's going to happen in the love life of group number 3 in the next 90 days? What's coming up for them? What's coming up for them? You have something starting, but it appears to be something peripheral to your career, to your path, to lessons that you're trying to learn about your place here. We have no in the near future, though. I think these are separate energies. Let's get a romance angel. Here's what I think. I think you're being told that, hey, we're super sorry. It's not the right time for a full-blown relationship yet. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, but in the near future, it will be. And it looks like you get something started with that loving man energy. Let's put you guys here in case I need you again. Can I get a romance angel? What's coming up in the next 90 days for group number 3? What's coming up in romance for them in the next 90 days? you have a pairing. You have a pairing in your life. That Two of Pentacles energy is also about having a balanced relationship, a balanced life, having everything and managing everything. But it looks like it is your career that it could be your job, your career, your education that is drawing focus. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I think you're waiting for it to be the right time. Maybe your frustration on that is that you already know the person that you want and you're really worried. Like, when's the time? When's the time? When's the time? You don't need to be worried. There is a good reason, and it does have to do with your path and the things that you're trying to learn. It's time for you to go on your own journey, to appreciate your talents, to strengthen your gifts, and you have wisdom about multiple areas of life. You've been very worried about, like, you know full well, apparently, that the universe has been like, hey, it's time to spend some time with you. And you're worried that that means that that's all there's ever going to be. No, you have a person. You've already met this person. What happens in the next 90 days? Apparently, there is the start of something, but it is like, because this is the beginning of something, it could be a communication, it could be a visit, it could be like you already know them is the thing. Let's see. Let's go. Let's get a Lover's Oracle. Let's get a Lover's Oracle, please. What is coming up for group number 3? What's coming up in the next 90 days for group number 3? This is the biggest nightmare to hand to people and have them shuffle at my office. Obviously, I struggle with it as well. There are a couple readers out there who shuffle it beautifully, and I am not one of them. Let's get a card for group number 3, please. What is coming up for group number 3 in the Lover's Oracle? I'm going to shuffle 3 times if nothing jumps. Thank you. All right. A message for you. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. You already freaking know the person that you want to be with, but you're not able to be with them yet because you have things to do on your path, and potentially so do they. And you just want this. You're tired of waiting. Your life is going to increase in interest, and like progress will be made on an area that you've been practicing a lot, you've been trying really hard, you've been putting a lot of energy in on, I think, continuing on your path. Because the wisdom energy, you've been learning a lot of lessons. Your person is it's like they're always right there, but it's not in the 3D, and you don't, you're tired of the idea that, oh, great, my energetic relationship that can't even give me a hug, yay. You're tired of that. And it's not that you're so frustrated that you're about to give up. You're about to be much happier, and very, very soon, but the relationship comes after, in the near future. So does it form into a relationship in the first 90 days? No, but there's the start of something. You already know this person. This can be a communication. And then it's not long after that, but the reason doesn't have anything to do with the nature of this love. This person thinks about you constantly. You have something to do first. And adventure, live wild and free, it's another area of your life that is going to be really drawing your focus. The time to go, it's like you're launching, things are happening. You want a particular person, maybe not as much as you used to. This is not a frantic energy. You seem kind of peaceful with it, but you're also okay, if it's not going to be them, can I have a human then? Just any old human? I'd be fine with a human. Just give me a human. I'm not going to make them too important to me. And I'm using, it could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be somebody who's non-binary. I'm not trying to be gendered in this. But the energy here is of a counterbalancing, loving relationship that balances you out with masculine energy. And you've been wondering, it's like, okay, if it's not the person, that person, then is it a person that I don't know? Can I have a different person? Is something going to happen? It's not a different person. It's that person. It's still that person. You are going to be making progress in something. As frustrated and as angry as you may have been in the past about, I want a person now, your spirit guides are saying, listen, it's just on the other side of that, and we hear you. We hear you. You're going to get more and more confirmation in the 3D, because this is something happening, but it's not going to be a relationship quite yet, and there's a reason. Like, this is a card of insecurity and instability, and needing to, like, build something before it can become one. But that Two of Pentacles suggests that that's exactly what it will be. Like, if you're here asking about, like, am I supposed to let go of this person? No. That's not what's keeping you from having a person. You have something on your path. And if you're hearing this and you just want to throw rotten fruit at me, please don't. Everything around here suggests that you're going to be super happy with that. You're going to be pretty distracted because your path is like really heating up and more is coming to you. You've worked super hard learning lessons. You're going to be that time to go energy. That is like, it's not leaving something behind. It's moving forward. Oh, wait, walk away, leave the unhealthy situation, enjoy the new doors that open as a result. I don't think that it's progress. The unhealthy situation, I do not think has anything to do with this loving man energy. I just don't. I think it is that in the past, you may have made relationships too important to you. And that is why the protective nest energy is about, no, you need your professional accomplishments first. You need your professional accomplishments first. You've learned that lesson. Strengthen your gifts, appreciate your talents, time to go, and leaving the unhealthy situation behind. In the past, I think there was too much emphasis on, like, oh, sure, it's great if I have this, that, or the other, but I feel best when I have a person. Something about that led to this need to have that protective nest energy, where you really just, you have to learn, you have to experience your full success first. But that person is your person. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. That person feels the same way about you. The loving man, that person feels the same way about you. But you have to heal entirely first. The unhealthy situation, walking away from it, could be a prior relationship. It could be a prior attitude towards relationships. It is not this person. Like, there's nothing here that suggests that you need to walk away from the person, just that you need to walk towards yourself for a little while longer. Let's get a Whispers of Love Oracle. I have no idea why I'm shuffling them in this very, very awkward manner. It was just how I picked up the deck. Here we go. Let's go. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So, hey, listen, because this person is already connected to you, because the Ten of Pentacles fell into my lap in the upright, because this person is already connected to you, you can connect with them energetically, but you're going to hear more from them in the 3D. I don't know if you're connecting in the next 3 months, but it's very soon after that. No, in the next 90 days, but in the near future. It's not a relationship in the next 90 days. It becomes one when you're in a better balanced state. And if you're like, dear God, how can I possibly be more balanced? You have success that is trying to come to you. Time to go. That is a path that you're walking. Now, can it be leaving something behind? Of course it can be leaving something behind. And we got the walk away, but that was leaving an unhealthy situation behind. Meaning, leave the unhealthy situation behind and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. I think the unhealthy situation you're leaving behind is an overemphasis on a relationship completing you. Like you really have had to struggle to get into the energy of it's one part of my life. Like you probably were somebody who, like when you thought about what you would achieve in your life, it very much involved the love and the presence of another person. I don't know that that served you, and it may have actually caused a lot of difficulty. And now you're moving into this energy where you have a lot of success coming to you, and there are developments in everything that you've been trying to like make progress on in other areas of your life. That person is still there. You don't need to have the doubt that you do. Clarity, bright paths of understanding will open. I'm going to pick this up. We've got, I guess I'll look at all of them and see. We have grounding. The beginning is where you need to be. You're starting over on something. Security, choose the safe harbor for now. Say goodbye to what you no longer need. Okay, I'm going to leave all of these out. And the reason being is you're closing out an older attitude towards relationship. Your security is something that you need to provide. And I think you thought that the secure life would be sharing it with somebody for a long time. You've met, in all likelihood, the person that you want. And you've been asking, hey, in the next 90 days, is it starting? Apparently not in a real relationship sense, but it's still going to be moving towards that. And with that Page of Cups, you will have communication with them. And apparently you can energetically communicate with them whenever you want. Group number 3, probably not like the answer that you were hoping for, but do know that the person that you're asking about, if you're asking about a person, is your person. And if by any chance you haven't met the person yet, do know that the next 90 days, it's very shortly thereafter, that something begins to form into you just need a more balanced approach to relationships first. And there is something, the bulk of your energy is in a professional capacity. I don't think it's a dead zone there, but like there's more to come. There's more to come. And like you're not frantic any longer. Like you're in a much healthier, that's what it is. You used to have an unhealthy relationship to relationships. That's what has to resolve as well. That's part of the reason that concentrating on your professional developments and success is going to be the thing that kind of adds that balanced state and allows that person to be drawn back towards you. And you think you're ready, and you are, but like the thing that you're not understanding is you're not sustaining an energy, you're still building an energy professionally. A woman holding a heart, goddess of the moon, anxiety, this is broken heart, the thinking man. Okay, you are energetically connected. This is one of the spirits of air. You are energetically connected to somebody. You are very afraid that you're never going to have love again in your life because you feel healed and it's still not here yet. That's not bad, and you're not going to be resentful about it. And if you're hearing this and thinking, I'm so flippin' tired of being told not yet, not yet, not yet, you're not going to feel that way. First of all, early on, like you're not going to be in silence any longer. That Page of Cups suggests that there's communication around this at least, and that person really is your person. But you have something developing and blossoming and even taking off within the next 90 days. And you're going to be in communication with them, but it's not going to be as important to you as you think it is any longer. And that's very, very healthy, and it has nothing to do with like loving somebody less, by the way. All right, group number 3, if you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. There may be more information on this situation, I just don't know. But that was a little bit nebulous. That person, the person you're asking about, if you're asking about a person, they're your person. But there is something in another area of your life that is going to be taking the bulk of your energy, and it will finalize the healing journey that you have been on because it will add true balance to your life. And then right after that, apparently, right after that, in the near future after that, like you have your real relationship with that person. So take care, be well. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 4, then this is your reading. You chose the Nine of Pentacles, which is the calm, single, independent energy that we want to see, which is that's the healthy energy to be in when you're hoping and anticipating a relationship. This is the next 90 days in your love relationships, what's going to happen. This is a reading for singles. You may already know the person that you're hoping for. In fact, that has turned out in a couple of cases already. Not to spoil the piles or anything. Before I get started, please don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I very much appreciate it. We have shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Apparently, you're going to be greatly admired, so that's good. You'll be attracting attention, and you're going to be feeling that love of life in the next 90 days or so. Shine your light, my goodness. And then I have like a bird. That is a good messenger card. It is also soaring. It is taking off. It's good communication. I have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Remember, fear is the opposite energy of love. People think it's hatred. It's not. It's fear. Most hatred actually is about concealing fear. That's a root chakra issue. You're shine your light. You're release toxic relationships. Okay, here we go. I have strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. Your strength will help you overcome your fears. You've had toxic relationships in the past, but you have healed. Your light is shining. This is a message card. And then increase. And then I have not for you. Release toxic relationships. Not for you. Shine your light and increase. If you're asking about somebody, it is possible you're being asked to release them. But let's check. Let's check, because it could just be an older energy that you're being asked to reconsider. Releasing toxic relationships. Could be that somebody new is a better bet for you. Let's find out. Let's find out. What's coming up? We're going to draw 4 cards from the Everyday Witch card deck to see what is coming up for group number 4 in love in the next 90 days. Shine from within, shine your light, shine your light. You're a light worker, you're trying to connect back to source. You've released the toxicity of the past, you're strong, you're overcoming. Like a bird, that is messengers and messages. 4 cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot, that is the number for stability. It's also the 4 of Wands number. It is also security and contentment and stable relationships. So let's see what we've got. I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. That's the toxic relationship you're releasing. You might be, Chariot in the upright. Travel. Could be somebody new coming in. Could be a Cancer. This is, I rarely call out the astrological signs, but this is the card for Cancer. With the Emperor in the upright. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. One more. 5 of Swords in the upright. Okay. So you're trying to heal anxiety still. You're still trying to heal fear and anxiety around past relationships. And I think that there was a relationship in your life that just had too much power over you. You do have somebody coming in. They could be a fire sign. This is the card for Aries. It doesn't have to be. As you regain your personal power, your fear will heal, and you will have more communication with people. Meaning, I don't necessarily see a relationship as of yet. You're still healing from something. You're still making progress. The things in the past that hurt you, you did all this work to perfect the way that you talk to yourself, the way you feel about yourself. You evaluate whether or not somebody really is serving your highest good when they're in your life. You still have some anxiety to heal, and it's not going to be a full-blown relationship quite yet, but let's see if we're meeting anybody. It does appear to be a new person with that Chariot card, but I think that you're not quite you have someone who's really interested in you. That Aries card is somebody who just, like, they really are, they're drawn to you. They think you're powerful. They think you're strong. That is a view of yourself that you had to regain after the loss of happiness. And it could be childhood trauma that you've been trying to heal. Could be a former relationship or a commitment that didn't work out. You've been trying to release the toxic relationships that were not for you. You've been trying to connect more and more with your life's purpose and your life's path. You're making progress on that, and somebody is coming in potentially like from somewhere else, because this is a traveling energy. You could be meeting somebody while on a trip as well. Here's the thing. It's going to show you one last thing to heal, because you think you're like, yay, a relationship. It's going to trigger some old stuff, and it's going to give you the opportunity to release fears around commitment, which you don't realize that you have right now. Okay, I have communicate clearly, and that's forgiveness. Okay. Okay, group number 4, you're meeting somebody. Is that person already known to you? I kind of don't think so. I think they're a new person. If they're not, there's somebody you haven't had a relationship with yet, and you're not meeting them. I don't have any dating app action here, but what I have is the need to forgive yourself for the mistakes of the past. Remember that you're the person who set your boundaries. You're actually going to be afraid of falling in love again. And you don't think that right now. You're like, yeah, no, I'm watching this because I'm ready. You still have some fear around what a relationship can do to you. Because the toxicity of your last relationship, you healed from it, but you haven't had another one yet. You've been in that kind of as free as a bird energy, but like, I'm not sure it has been all that gladly for a while. Let's go ahead and grab a Lover's Oracle. What is coming up for group number 4 in the next 90 days in terms of relationships? I've got a person, but it's going to trigger some fears around what a commitment would mean to you, because they appear to be like super duper into you, and it scares you. Remember, you're connected to the divine. You are protected. You don't believe that because here we go. Okay. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and to continue to follow the guidance. Manifesting miracles. Remember, telling the universe, I am ready for my true pairing. I am ready to receive and to give the highest energy of all, is great theoretically, because your past history with some toxicity is going to kind of rise up, and it's not going to define this. It's not. But it's going to help you work through something. It's going to help you work through the idea, because you worked so hard to like shine your light, shine from within, to find your own individual power again. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who doesn't feel very confident or secure. It's also the card for anxiety. Let's go ahead and look at, let's get a magical messages from Fairies Oracle. Is there anything else I need to know here before I go to the Romance Angels? You have a new person. You are likely to meet them at the beginning. Looks like this is a timeless reading, but about 4 weeks from now would be the beginning of October, and that's kind of what I'm getting. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get up. 1, 2, and 3. Good Lord. I picked this up because it dropped off and I wasn't positive that it had meant to fall out. And I just shuffled again, cut, and it came back. Flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. Group number 4, you're meeting somebody. There is a start of something. They seem to be super into you, and you are going to discover something in yourself, which is that you feel really confident in you. You know you can take care of you. You feel strong and independent. Your light is shining. You know it. You've been really tapped in. You've been trying to live in this purposeful energy. You have left behind the toxicity of the past. But you're still healing something, and it is that you don't know you're afraid you're not going to be able to maintain that if you're in a relationship. And you don't know that part yet. It's just that you're going to meet somebody, they're going to be super drawn to you. There we go. We have your love life is being affected by children. It's usually formative damage. Let's go ahead and get one more card. Because that is, now can it be literal children? Yes, it can be literal children. It rarely is in the readings that I do. It is usually about formative damage and needing to resolve trauma from the past. 1 and 2. Okay. We just fell on my foot. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm sorry about that. It's just separation and then release your ex are the 2 cards that fell out. Separation is time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and then release your ex, which what it's going to do is trigger fears of your ex. You had a bad ex. What is happening here? You deserve love. Okay, that's what I thought. Codependency. You're healing from codependency still. You are ready, but you haven't healed entirely yet. This is gonna, when it starts, it will trigger some fears. Do you have a person coming in? You have a person coming in. It's gonna trip you out a little bit. I don't think you need to be afraid on any level. And I don't have the outcome of where it goes, other than it allows you to see whether or not, you'll discover that you are healed. But you need this test. You need this test around, like, is it just going to happen again? Because codependency is when you lose your identity to a relationship. Cards are flying everywhere here today. Take a chance on love. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Hey, group number 4. So I'm really digging this because it's part of your healing journey. Is it your truest soulmate pairing? I'm not getting an answer on that. But there is somebody coming into your life. Could that person already be known to you? Yes, I have no indications that they are yet. If they are, then they have to travel to see you. So it's a long distance type of thing. This is somebody who is like, they're mature, they're established, they have their own sense of personal power. They're really, really going to be attracted to you. And you're not sure, like right now watching this, you're like, no, I'm ready. I'm watching this because I'm ready. It's going to feel different than you think it is. And not in a bad way. What it's going to do is give you the opportunity to discover that you really are healed, but it's going to trigger that fear at first. And you don't know that part yet because I think you've been alone throughout this entire healing journey. And you were not in good shape at first, but now you are. And that's why you're like, I'm watching this because I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. But because of lockdown and a couple of other things, like you haven't even dated yet. And so it's all very theoretical to you. You have somebody coming in, it's soon. Like you don't get very far into this period at all. It like really could be imminent. Virility, shake it up, you've got this. Yeah. Absence, what is not here is the key. Zinnia and geranium. You're not in a relationship yet. You're going to have somebody coming in. They are going to just think that they're going to be so drawn to you. They're going to think that you are just the most wonderful person. And you think right now, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. You haven't done it yet. And it is going to trigger some anxiety and some fear. And you're not getting the resolution on that quite yet. Like what happens with that? Is it a long-term pairing? Is it kind of a test pancake type of relationship where you're trying to figure out, is it time yet? Are we ready? I'm not positive on that. There's no development or resolution, but be prepared for how it will remind you of, like you get a chance to be close to each other. Like that virility card suggests that you're getting some. Maybe not a moment too soon if you've been alone for years, which I kind of got that feeling. Like it's been since COVID started. whatever you might have undertaken for dating, this is a timeless reading, but I am filming at a time where there's been lockdown and there's no true end in sight on like the restrictions or on socializing. Let's get some energy cards here. Can I find out what's coming up for group number 4? What's going to be, when they meet this person, what happens? You want to tell me? Remember, we can be blocked from information because it's part of our healing journey. And we do get tested. We 100% get tested. Cornucopia. I do not read these in the reverse. I never do. Walking away, journey. The thinking woman. The journey card. It's a traveling experience. So somebody's either coming towards you or you are on a trip. When you meet somebody and your head gets in the way of the connection. Like, it can be absolutely everything, but I don't even think you've dated necessarily, like on any real level, since the end of a toxic relationship. You've been trying to recover from codependency, and you've settled into a very independent energy. You're ready to be strong. You've been doing everything that you're meant to. You've been doing your work. You really feel connected. But you're going to be afraid when it begins, and I don't think you need to be. I think it is just a test in your healing journey. And that when you heal, you're just going to analyze your feelings around this a lot. That's not necessarily bad. I like it. I like the person, the Emperor energy. Now, if it's real Aries, Aries can have, they can have their challenges in relationships. They're not for the meek. But I didn't get the sense that it was necessarily an Aries. What I got the sense of is it's somebody who has a very strong sense of personal power. And you in the past have always, because you're actually a very strong person, message. Let's get some more cards here because this is the only one that's been a little mystifying. Something's happening with a powerful person who's going to maybe codependent as well, because codependency is one of the things that's affecting this situation. And it might have been an abuse situation. Yeah. Imprisonment. False person. Family room. Mature man. That's good Emperor energy. Okay. Fears of the past are keeping you locked in. Whoever you were involved with, there's the start of something with this message energy. Whoever you were involved with, they likely lied to you. They may have cheated on you. And you did all of this healing work, and it's been long enough that you are really, like, you're in the, I'm ready to go. Let's get this done. Let's launch once again. You're really wondering what's coming up here. You meet somebody very soon. And if the person is known to you, well, then they're coming into your life again very soon. And by very soon, I really do mean, like, I would be surprised if you make it the full 4 weeks into the first 90 days of this. Because, like, there's time enough for you to, like, get your feet wet in the idea of a relationship and then really question whether or not you're ready to give up your single life. Like, you had to work so hard to rebuild yourself, to heal, that, like, this person's super, like, they seem like they are the perfect person for you. They're established. They are kind of it's a powerful connection with that Aries energy. Don't stop. I'm still shuffling cards because, like, I'm trying to get success. Okay. Group number 4. I don't know if this is the person you keep or if this is your test pancake or not, but the success energy there suggests that it can be a long-term relationship. The Chariot card is its choices as well. It can be being pulled in 2 directions. There is a powerful person. You are very likely to meet them when they are either traveling to your area, or if you have a trip planned coming up, there's a likelihood that you could stumble across somebody. And instead of it being like, oh my gosh, at last, I heard bells ringing and angels singing, and like that happens. And then what happens is that you shoot backwards in time a little bit, and you're questioning whether or not this is something you want to do. And it's fear-based, and I do believe you will overcome it, and I'm not sure what your answer will be on that, but the cards do want you to know that it is safe for you to love. You have been overcoming codependency. You do deserve love, but you're still dealing with the fallout from toxic relationships. And if this is a new beginning, it doesn't have, your next relationship doesn't have to be your forever relationship, but you are going to confront some fears about what relationships mean to you, and you have not had an opportunity to do that yet. You worked so hard to heal and wondered, you know, when I'm healed, then I can have like a real love, my real person, my divine pairing will find me. And you haven't given a lot of thought to, and it might freak me the heck out. But it's going to just a little bit. And you don't need to be afraid. You are up for this. You can heal and be strong. But it's going to feel like a test from the universe. And the fear, is it going to bring the past back? I really, really, really don't think that it's going to. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. I just picked this up to start shuffling again. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And it came out with, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. I think ghosts of the past come back in the beginning of a new relationship. It could be with somebody you already know. I really did not get any information on that. It is just that it's starting soon. It will trigger some old fears, and it is something that you will have to work on within yourself. It is one of the last things to release around an ex relationship that will allow you to move forward freely. And do you move forward with this person being represented by the Emperor? Potentially, but I don't know one way or the other from that particular reading. So that was your reading for the next 90 days. You've got something coming up that will cause you to examine how much you've healed. I think on the other side of that healing, you will determine, I am absolutely ready, but are you keeping that person? Well, the cards didn't have that answer, but you will. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below, and I'd love a chance to read for you in real life. Take care and be well.